Roseanne, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
As a Dale Carnegie trainer, and I'm sure you've read the book, of course, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Which part of the book do you feel that speaks out to you that what we're talking about today?
Yes, yes. And I also would like to share this. This is how to win friends and influence people in the digital age. This is the newer version relating to the 21st century.
Yes, I still have the paperback version.
Like this, right? Okay, so going back to the older version, Tina, there are a couple of things that really stand out. Dale Carnegie has about 30 human relations principles and 30 stress and worry principles. So principle number three, one of the most difficult one is arouse an eager want in
Mm.
the other person. So before we even know how to do that, we need to know what the want is. And that's one amazing example from the book about a manufacturing plant manager. He had the morning shift and the night shift people. So he wanted them to compete and see which group is more productive. So to the morning session or the morning crew, he would tell them, hey, there's a number six on the floor with the chalk written on the floor. So that means that the night shift people produced 6 out of 10 units, for example. Can you
Mm.
guys beat that? So he
Wow.
challenged them in a very nice way. Not you have to do this or else you'll be fired, but hey, bring out the competitiveness in them
Mm.
by challenging them in a very positive way. So
Right.
they did that. And then by the time the night shift came, there was a seven on the floor. And the night shift people said, hey, what happened? What did the morning shift people do? They beat us by one. So
Mm.
then it went on and on. And that's a great way to increase morale, productivity, and engagement at the workplace. So
Mm.
that's one example that I always remind myself that, like you're talking about personality styles, it's easy to think that if we are a hammer, everyone is a nail, right? And go ding, 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 ding. But that's not the case. So using this, we need to be able to arouse the ego one in different
Mm. Mm.
personalities. And there's another story which Dale Carnegie says, how can you make the fault seem like it's easy to correct? And the only thing that is really key, if we don't get anything else from the book, is Principle 17, which is try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. So there was
Yes.
this definitely easy, but not, it's simple, but it's not easy.
It's not
So,
easy because I know for myself, one of the things is, you're always thinking about yourself and, me, and this is what I have to offer, and why wouldn't you want it? And you're constantly talking about you. So one of the things that in the book that's very valuable for me is that it's about them. So what's in it for them? Create that want from that individual and really understand where they're coming from, and really that's how you're also building that relationship we talked about earlier, relationships. So
mhm.
very, very true, Roseanne.
Tina, how about you? Have you read the Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People? Can you kind of share with us one value from the book that you have benefited from and how?
Everything in that book is so good. Really hard to really get a favorite, but I think one of the things that's very important for me is the smiling. I think really how important smiling is every day, and what you're doing every day creates that outcome. We make choices, we make decisions every day, but the smiling and having that positive body language, but the words you use always positive, and smiling. I think that's really one of the things that is very important that I've learned in the book. But everything is so valuable in the book. I've read it multiple times.
That's awesome because people forget to smile, and actually that's the biggest icebreaker, I think, especially
Yes.
if you meet
Yes,
somebody new, and if you don't
yes.
smile, it almost feel that that's a barrier there. That's oh, that's a wall there, and when you smile, it just kind of melts everything away.